Hey, so today I thought I'd make a video on why you should lose your bed in Bed Wars. Now, hear me out. I know the whole premise of Bed Wars is to protect your bed and not lose it, because, the whole thing, if you lose your bed, you die, you don't respawn. That's like the first thing that, everyone knows when you think of Bed Wars. Even Bed Wars tells you, once the game starts, protect your bed. So what are we going to do this game? I'm going to talk more in depth about why it's not exactly the worst thing if you lose your bed, but that'll make more sense in a moment. So just hear me out. In some situations, you definitely want to keep your bed, like say you're fighting a team of cheaters or a team of sweats. So I'm not saying to lose your bed in every scenario, but there are some scenarios where losing your bed is a pretty viable strategy. So see, now we don't have a bed. What do we do? The most important thing, diamonds. Both emeralds and diamonds, I'd say they're equally important. I don't think that one is more important than the other. You kind of need both of them to clutch a game. I truly think that in some scenarios, although your bed is what allows you to respawn, it gives you this sort of safety when you die. What it also does is hold you back. Without the stress of my bed, like someone maybe going to it right now, I could just kind of freely walk around mid. Like right now, I could just walk past this guy. He doesn't even care. Everything's fine. We're chill. Okay, we might not be chill. I think what I'm trying to say here is there are definitely situations where you need a bed and situations where it's not quite as necessary as you might be thinking. Like right now, it might be pretty important, but I made it out of there mostly alive, so it's okay. I didn't really need my bed there. I wasn't scared at all. Let's think about it this way. Losing your bed might be a better option in some scenarios because it gives you the freedom to travel around the map and not really be afraid of what's happening back at your base. It does just give you the fear that, if you die at all, you lose. That's it for you. You can't respawn. And it might just be me, but I feel like I tend to play a little bit better without a bed. Something about not having to worry about what's happening at my base and just worry about what's happening around me. I feel like it helps me focus more. Now, you probably don't want to lose. Losing is my thing. I'll lose for you, which is why I'm going to help you clutch. Clutching is clutching is what you have to do when you don't have a bed. So that's kind of the whole point of this video. As I've been saying, there's 3 green guys down here. Diamonds and emeralds are equally important. One is not more important than the other. They're just the same. You need both diamonds and emeralds if you're going to try to clutch a game. Unless you're just like the best, then you don't need either of them. But most of the time you want diamonds and emeralds. Knowing your surroundings and what's going on in the game is pretty important. You want to know who your biggest threats are. In this case, green seems to really want me. Okay, so things are a little less than ideal right now, but that's okay. They don't need to be ideal for me to try to clutch. Things go badly. That's just something that happens in Bed Wars. Not everything's gonna go perfect. Like that piece of snow below me is gonna disappear. But it's okay, cause I can run. Running is relatively important, and you can tell I'm not stressed out at all, because this green player has been chasing me all around the map. But I am slowly regenerating health, which, that's good. You want to regen. You probably also don't want to run towards the 2 teams that are still alive with another one chasing you, but, it's something that happens. You might make a little accident, and you might have to pass through a team that might want to kill you. It's okay. It's just a little pit stop, and they'll mostly be nice about it. You just gotta know your enemies. And you gotta know that green is incredibly angry at you, and will do anything they can to kill you. Like I always say, if you're enjoying this video so far, please consider subscribing. Subscribing is, pretty good motivation, and, it helps us get closer to that nice YouTube rank. Imagine how cool that would be. Just a nice red name. Wow. Subscribing is free, and, it helps me out a little bit. Especially getting invis by this guy who wants me dead so badly, he wanted to invis me over the 2 other teams that are alive. That's kind of crazy. There are truly some scenarios where having a bed will just be what's holding you back. Like I've said a couple times now. And got the bed there. It's, it's a little scary having where's my fireballs? You just gotta know what's going on in the game, and you gotta know your surroundings. Like Mr. Buffalo Skywalker. That guy, I know he really wants me dead. Like so incredibly dead. He will do anything he can to kill me. I guess the pressure of if I die, that's it. There's no one left on my team. It's just me. That'll be a loss. That's why I take those losses and you don't. This video is to help you, not me. I'm already pretty good at losing. What I've been slowly doing this game is, well, besides being chased by Buffalo Skywalker everywhere, I've been slowly getting diamonds, which, you know, I'm getting close to prot 3. Well, Mr. Buffalo Skywalker over here, he does not have a bed. He also has no prot, no sharp. Which, compared to my prot 2 and sharp, that's a, you know, makes the fight a little bit easier, doesn't it? Damn, that's beautiful. This strategy of playing like your bed doesn't really matter, I'd say, isn't what I'd call a great strategy, especially for like most games, but I feel like in some scenarios, it's just important to know how to clutch. Because look at this, you have sharp, but yeah, I have prot 3. Diamond armor, it helps, but you know what's better? A single fireball. So, you know, that's bedwars. So I think I've made a pretty good example of it so far this game. Diamonds and emeralds are both equally important. There's no like diamonds are better. No, they're equal. We all know the one person we played with that's like, no, I don't want to go get the diamonds. They're not going to help. I don't want to go get them. They're so out of the way. No, diamonds are important. You need them if you're going to try to clutch a game. Look at these. Even these guys on yellow, they're doing the right thing. They're getting all these diamonds. And, well, I wouldn't recommend going for me right here. I kind of have prot 3 diamond armor. But at least he's pre-gapping. And they're kind of pushing me from 2 sides. But, you know, it's the thought that counts. They're getting it down. You want to know your items as well. What you have around you is pretty important to know, because, you know, maybe you have a cool rotational item, such as this little thing. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I've got for this game. If you have any ideas or anything, just leave them in the comment section. As always, knowing what rotational items there are is pretty important, such as in this case, knowing that, you know, what's it called? Sleeping Dust is here. That's a pretty good item. I'd say it's pretty helpful. Allows you to take a 1v1, say you're in a 2v1, and then once you feel like you're ready, you can just, you know, go wake them up. And if you've enjoyed, please consider subscribing. I think this is a fun video. I haven't seen anyone else do it, because no one else is crazy enough to just solo Q4s like this. Thank you for watching. GG Hacker. That's me. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye. It has a further purpose. And I need that diamond. You know, it has a further purpose. And that purpose is to hold you back. And that was deep. Holy crap. I've never said a line and it was like, man, that could be in a movie. See, if I did not have a bed right there, I would not have respawned. Now that I say that out loud, it actually seems pretty obvious. I feel like all of you know that. However, there are some scenarios where having a bed is like not helping. What did that even mean? I was trying to think of hold you back. That's the word. The defender is probably like one of the most important parts of the team. Without a defender, you're just guaranteed to lose your bed. Or that could happen.